This video is for item number 565, version 3, and this mounting plate is for mounting two major groups of products. It is for mounting the flex expansion board system, either the SPI board shown here with a ribbon cable connection in the back, or a long range. Now, typically, because you would have multiple power supplies, that implies a lot of power, and long range doesn't use this. So typically, if you're going to be using this, you're going to have at a minimum one of these SPI boards on there, and you may have some long range stacked in there. No problem. Now, this board also has the ability to mount a item number 951-72, and that is our long range expansion board. And it looks very similar to this, except for there's no ribbon cable connection, and there are 3 Cat5 cable jacks here. So we'll talk about how you mount each one of those. All right, so this is designed for our HC-2500 enclosure, and so this enclosure, see our other videos for information on the details of that, allows you to have either closed bottom, like we have here, a open bottom, and you can get mounting plates at the end that allow you to have pre-drilled holes, so you just drop them in, attach your connectors in all kinds of combinations, 16, 32, Cat5 cable jack connections, everything you want. We probably have a board for it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this board. Now, first of all, when you're using this board, you can still access these back areas for mounting this on a wall. So this enclosure can be mounted on a wall. Now, when you mount, you can use one power supply, but if you were going to use one power supply, probably you should use our other kit with a 1500, be less expensive. But if you're mounting this kit, you would normally have 2 power supplies, and those are going vertical. And you can see that by the location here. Now, this does allow you to mount a single power supply horizontally, like this, and just follow this outline right here on the outside, and you'll see it's located right here with all the screws on the bottom. Now, normally the top here will have 2 power supplies, and you can use either a mean well, which is a little bit skinnier, or you can use an item number 49, which is a little bit larger, and you mount these with the power on the right hand side, and you mount them vertically. And those screw holes are here. So if you're using a mean well, it has 1 power supply hole in each one of these. So you use this bottom one. And if you're using this type of power supply, you have 4 holes for a little bit more stability, and they are located here. So it can work with all these standard types of power connections. Now, you'll notice that there are also some screws at the top up here. They're here or here and here. And that is where this adapting piece right here goes. What you'll do is simply take some dikes or pliers or a knife, and you'll simply just cut that section out. This little tab will then allow you to link these 2 power supplies, and there is, of course, appropriate hardware in the bag that comes with the kit, and it links these power supplies at the top to provide good stability. Now, in this mounting kit, we have allowed you to go ahead and put the power cable underneath the board. So you can come in, and all of our adapter kits typically have the power down here at the bottom. You come in and you go under the board, since there is plenty of space under the board, almost 1/2 inch. And so you go under the board and then pop back out here and go to this power supply. And if you need the second power supply, which you typically have, you use some short lengths of wire to bring your hot, neutral, and ground back down to the other power supply. All right, now also in this mounting board, you're going to see little X's, and these X's around the outside indicate the type of screw, and this is the screw that we'll use to mount the board to the enclosure. You'll also see some other helpful advice on the board itself. You can see all the different parts included in the kit. You also see the wiring diagram for use with easy plug wiring, so it's got our red, black, and yellow wiring scheme. Also, you have all the different wiring distances. Now, these distances are for different combinations. So for example, if you have a flex 16 SPI with 2 power supply, you're going to need these sets of wires. If you have 32 outputs with 2 power supplies, you're going to need all these lengths of wires. And these wires are all measured end to end and in millimeters. Now, this board also can mount in two different kinds of boards. Now, this is the standard Flex mounting board, and this has the ribbon cable. If you have the long range expansion board with the Cat 5 jacks, the 3 of them on the top, they will mount to the triangle portions. And you'll use the included hardware to simply just push into those holes and then mount the board on them. All installations using this board will use your included hardware pack that's with your controller or mounting board, and you'll mount them directly to this board using the smaller holes indicated by the green wires or the green lines. So that is the mounting kit, item number 565. Again, this is also available all fully assembled in any configuration if you wish not to build this yourself. See our links on this page below.